going on, Jerome's? So we know that ESPN is full of haters and losers. Well, ESPN, the worldwide bleeders of viewers and readers and listeners and all that stuff. But it's unfortunate because, the Vikings, 14 wins. Could you say that they overachieved? Could you say that they had an amazing season with slinging Sammy Darnold? Sure. But as we pointed out before, I mean, the Vikings could actually have a worse record in the regular season, but be set up for more success. Because, 14 wins and being one and done as a wild card, how successful is that? Was it a fun season? Yes. But at the end of the day, was it a success? It's in the eye of the beholder. Or say the Vikings could go 12-5. They could go 13-4. Still getting used to stupid 17 games. Like I actually missed the 16-game season where it's like, 8-8 must be great. You literally cannot finish 500 anymore. Well, I guess you can if you tie. Doesn't matter. But the Vikings could go 12-5, 13-4, wanting some more. That could actually win the division because guess what? Usually you don't have to win 16 games to win a freaking division, man. Yeah, and the Vikings can win the division. They can make some noise in the playoffs. And would that be less successful because they didn't have 14 wins in the regular season? Please. But long story longer, 2025 NFL predictions, Super Bowl 60 picks, MVP, breakouts, etc. So ESPN put together 13 of their panelists, and they shat something out. But actually, let's get to the hatred of the Vikings. So which team will take a step back in the 2025 season? Now, the Vikings obviously are easy fodder for this. It was like, J.J. McCarthy's coming in. He can't be Sam Darnold. The Vikings aren't going to win 14 games. You gambling fool. It's like, are the Vikings going to have 14 wins or more? It's 50-50. Either it happens or it doesn't. But Jeremy Fowler, picking a team to take a step back. Jeremy Fowler, Vikings take a slight step back. Ooh. At least it's a slight. They will remain playoff caliber, but it's tough to replicate a 14-win season when several key free agents are poised to leave and the offense could be breaking in a new quarterback. Well, I feel like everyone outside the team just assumes J.J. McCarthy is going to be bad, right? And an unknown is not a bad thing because unknown could be good, right? Jaden Daniels was an unknown, a complete unknown. He did pretty good, all right? And also, let's not act like J.J. McCarthy is surrounded by shoe clerks and crumb bums and all that stuff with his team. Like, for all the reasons that Sam Darnold was successful this year, the coaching, the talent, everything like that, it works with J.J. McCarthy. It's ridiculous, man. But playoff caliber. Several key free agents. Which ones? All right. So Darnold, those expected. Aaron Jones if he leaves, a little bit older. Stephon Gilmore if he leaves or retires, that's perfectly fine. Who else? Murph? Yeah. Beasley? Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Is there anyone on this team that can't be replaced? It's not like Jefferson or Darisaw are free agents this year. No big deal. Then our guy Jordan Reed, a noted Vikings fan, picks the Vikings. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like objectively, less than 14 games, sure. But Vikings, so many things went right for them in 2024. It's difficult to imagine they will have as many things break their way, especially with a potential change at quarterback. Oh, come on, Jordan. You love J.J. McCarthy. Come on, man. Mike Tannenbaum, former GM of the Jets. So maybe he's just predisposed to hate Sam Darnold. I don't know. Sam Darnold played extremely well in 2024, or maybe he's trying to take credit, even though it was a different regime at a different time. Tannenbaum is already gone. But whether it's him or J.J. McCarthy as the starter in 2025, it'll be hard to replicate that kind of quarterback success. Oh, really? It's so hard with Kevin O'Connell, the quarterback whisperer, and Jefferson, the best receiver in the game. Hawkinson, fully healed from that ACL. Addison, 3 games he's not suspended. Revamped offensive line, and one of the best defenses in the National Football League. It's so hard to replicate that kind of success. It's so hard to replicate 4,500 passing yards, 100-plus quarterback rating, and 35 passing touchdowns. It's so hard. It's so difficult. Now you understand why former GM. Get the hell out of here, man. Yeah. But some of this other stuff, skipping through. Who's your early Super Bowl? God, I hate Roman numerals. 60? Lions over Ravens? Whatever. Bills over Rams. Chiefs over Commies. Eagles over Bills. Repeat situation. Bengals over Commies. I'd watch that game. Yeah. Bills over Lions. Good. Ravens over Eagles. Good. Bills over Lions. Good. Well, here's the thing. All right, so lots of Lions picks here. It would be great to see Lions fans and their verbosity just get crushed in the Super Bowl. but then they actually made the Super Bowl. So they have, those moments of playoff wins, a win in the NFC title game, those 2 weeks of just bluster. Nah. Ravens over Packers, please. Packers over Bengals. No chance in hell. Seth Walder. He's the genius that picked the Vikings to finish dead last, by the way, with the number 1 overall pick in a draft that it's a little bit thin at the top. You know what I mean? MVP, Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Burrow. Lots of Burrows. Hey, I feel like it's a bad sign when you've been drafted in 2020 that you won comeback player of the year twice. I don't know. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, repeat, Jordan Love. No. Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Blah, 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 blah. One move you want to see this offseason, Higgins to the Commies, Garrett to the Bills. Extend Jamar Chase and re-sign Higgins. I mean, so with Chase, Higgins, and Burrow on premium deals, I mean, it's those three in the league minimums. That's what it is, man. Browns trade Myles Garrett to the Lions. I would hate that. Oh my God, would I hate that? Or if they bring the prodigal son, not Myles Garrett, Max Crosby back home. Ugh. Let's see, Godwin to the Jaguars. Is that it? That's the big move. That's the move that you want to see. Chris Godwin signing with the Jaguars. Come on. Yeah. Cam Ward to the Giants. T. Higgins signs with the Commies. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Well, it'd be a lot of fun, but a pain in the ass because since the Vikings are obviously in the NFC. Higgins to the Bills. Ooh. Higgins to the Patriots. Lots of Higgins movement. Lots of Myles Garrett movement. Tannenbaum. Browns trade Garrett to the Lions. Whatever. Devontae Adams to the Chargers. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Does Devontae Adams move the needle anymore? No. DJ Reed to the Commies. Trey Smith to the Bears. I would be apoplectic. Even though I feel like if Trey Smith doesn't sign with the Vikings, he will sign with the Bears. But then hopefully, even like I said, Trey Smith and the Super Bowl was not good. Like 3 pressures and a sack. But it shouldn't sully his 4 years of consistent work. And I know that people have called it out. Well, it's hypocritical because you're out on Darnold because he had 2 bad games and a good season. Darnold had 1 good season. Trey Smith has had 4 very good, consistent years. Also, Trey Smith in the Super Bowl wasn't as bad as everyone else around him. And if Trey Smith wanted to replicate what Darnold was the last 2 games, Trey Smith would have had to give up 13 sacks, 20 pressures, and then turn around and shoot Mahomes with like a cannon, for a howitzer from the what kind of cannon would it be? A Latham? No, I'm trying to remember cannons from way back in the day. And then one breakout team, Adunze, Penix, Harrison, Caleb Williams, whatever. The Broncos, Maldonado, no. Jake or Moody, the Bears, please. Oh, they're already starting all this nonsense of like, oh, the Bears are going to be here we go. Edgerrin Cooper, I respect that. All right. I was so annoyed when the Packers got Edgerrin Cooper because just like Edgerrin Cooper's a dog, man. And also, going back and watching some Walter Nolan film from 2 years ago, Texas A&M, just seeing Cooper just fly around making plays, it's just ridiculous. I hate it. Oh, no one's picking J.J. McCarthy as your breakout, huh? I see how it is. But, the 3 analysts pick the Vikings take a step back, but it's okay. And then none of them list any Vikings as a breakout candidate or moves that they want to make. It's okay. It's okay. We're used to getting hated on, but it's okay. We will stick here in the lab with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off. Barely fine. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings hated on by ESPN. Shocker. Your thoughts are thoughts. Comment section. You guys are the best you have to do. Skull production value.